So I'm gonna show you how to upload your music to AudioJungle, and I'm gonna go through all the steps, and it's very simple. If you haven't done it before, it could be a little bit complicated, but once you get familiarized with this process, it's very straightforward. So here you're gonna see that I have my stereo file, my master, if you will. This is my project, this is my song, and it's ready to be converted into just a stereo track. So what you do is that when you go to AudioJungle, you create your account. They provide you with the actual watermark, which is the loop watermark. I have it always here saved on my desktop. And all you do, in this case, what you do with that watermark, I just drag it into the actual project, okay? Some people do this in the actual multi-track project when they have it. I like to do it at the very end, meaning that I have just my stereo file and I just whack it there. And you decide where to put it. That's the actual AudioJungle loop right there. And it's just a female voice going like that. And they have already determined the distance between each AudioJungle watermark.
AudioJungle.
So you don't have to do much in terms of that. All you have to do is just put it somewhere in the beginning. Some people put it at the very beginning before the song starts. I like to put it a little bit within the first few seconds, so it will sound something like this. Now what you have to do very quickly is actually turn it up if it's too low. I like to put a limiter at the end in my master just in case it clips. So you just don't put it too loud. That seems to be alright. And I just duplicate this. And that's my track completely watermarked now. So you can check at all times. It's not too loud, it's not too low, you can still hear it. So once you have your watermark track, that's what you're gonna do is mix this. So what I first do is I need two files. I need my main song and I need the song watermark, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna go and bounce this to disk, make sure that it's 16-beat and the sample rate is 44.1, okay? This is very important. I'm not gonna bounce it for the sake of time. I've already done that, okay? So I will bounce this main track, which is right here. Okay, that's my track. Okay, that's my original. That's the one that the buyers are gonna buy, okay? Then after that, I will bounce again this track with the actual watermark, okay? So pretty much I'm bouncing to disk twice. One without the watermark and one with the watermark. So what happens is that now we'll have this, which is the watermark version. So that's my watermark version, okay? So after that, what you need to do is actually convert this to an MP3. That's what I do. Okay, I put them names at the very end. Notice that it says motivational theme 392, whatever, I just named them like that. And I put the names at the very end, okay? So once you have your files here, what you do is that you actually create a folder, okay? Adventures around the world, okay? So once you create this folder, what you do is that you put in there your WAV and your MP3 version, okay? So that's my folder with the two versions. This is what the customers are gonna buy, all right? So WAV and MP3 version. After that, what you do with this folder is that you compress it or zip it, okay? You compress it or make a zip of it. What it is just it's the same folder, the same file. It's just in a smaller or compressed version of it. When you go and you actually log in into your AudioJungle account, okay, what you do is you go in here and you select an item to upload. You select music, okay, and you go to next. So we're going to be doing this in real time, so it might be a little bit time consuming as well. So after that, when you go to the first part, the very first thing you do is you go to choose file. Okay, I have here already, it's a thumbnail, okay, and it's just my own personal thumbnail. You create one, and I upload afterwards my watermark. Okay, so now obviously this is doing it in real time, so it might be a little bit time consuming. Watermark, and this I put a title and actually put watermark to make sure that there's no confusion that this is the MP3 watermark. That's another thing to keep in mind as well. The watermark is always an MP3, so make sure that that's an MP3, not a WAV file. Okay, remember that when we actually downloaded the watermark in the beginning was a WAV file. Everything is downloaded as a WAV file unless you can export it as an MP3 from your project. I don't know if Logic can do that and other softwares can do that. On Pro Tools, I have to bounce to disk in a WAV file, at least in the Pro Tools version that I have. After this is the zip file, okay? And not to be confused with the actual folder, the normal folder, just the zip. This usually takes more time, okay? So for the sake of the video, I might just fast forward this. Okay, with the descriptions, with the actual descriptions, I usually like to be organized. I don't leave it for the last minute. What I do is I save it, like I said, and I have everything saved already. Okay, so I don't have to waste time with this. All right, I don't like to waste time. I like to be a little bit ahead, so I suggest a copy paste situation, and if anything needs to be changed later on, I can actually add something. The description has to be very straightforward as well, and you know, just a description of your actual track would be very specific. What's the mood, what does it evoke, so on and so forth. So okay, so I have uploaded my thumbnail, my watermark or preview MP3. Make sure that it's an MP3. And I have uploaded already my zip, okay? So here, the first thing will be the name, the actual description, which will be something very, very simple and very, but at the same time, very detailed of what the song is about, okay? So here now you enter whatever you have uploaded, okay? So it will appear. If nothing appears here, it's because this has not worked properly, and it will tell you right away. So I have my thumbnail, which is a small image that will appear with the actual song. Here will go my preview. Make sure that it's a compressed preview file, which compressed means it's an MP3 really. And your zip, okay? If you can read here as well, this is for the buyer. So this zip right here, again, to not create any confusion, is this folder right here, okay, which has the MP3 version and the WAV. Nothing else inside that folder. And that folder is being compressed and zipped, which is this one right here, okay, that contains those two songs. So that's my zip folder. So in reality, it's actually two songs in here, okay, and one which is your preview and the watermark, okay. This song is actually a motivational song, so I go and put a motivational song. After that, you go to the part which files am I included. It's an MP3 and a WAV. I actually put command and click to make sure that both have been selected. It has no vocals, Make sure you select that if it doesn't contain any vocals. And of course, make sure that your MP3 version is 320 in terms of quality. And it's the same with the actual wave or the sample rate or the beat resolution. Make sure that it's not 48 or 24 beat 48, which is quite common. They don't want that. This track, I believe is the length is what, 142. Okay. So you whack that right there, 142. I don't have any additional length. If you did have an additional length or edits, you will put them here. Composer, I like I said, to copy paste. I don't like to waste time writing the same thing over and over again, because I do this almost every day, or I do this a lot. I do this very often, so I don't like to type in all of this. I just like to copy paste. Okay, publisher, I don't have a publishing, so ignore this if you're not involved with any PRO. The tempo is 120. This I know it because it's still fresh in my head. Okay, now the tags, which is very important. With the tags, like I said, I have saved them already. I have gone through every single tag, which is very, very important so they can find your song. And this will change depending on what style of song you're doing, of course. Read this. This is legalities, of course. And that is it, really. You just upload after that. So you click upload, and that will be it. You know, that the song will just go, and you will get a message that will be, congratulations, your file has been received. No. It usually takes, I think at the moment it's like 10 days or so. And here you will have your actual songs which are in current, in a queue, pretty much. And if you want to upload another one, you just go with another one and you just repeat the process. Now you see, notice here that it says you're only allowed 5 items. This is some kind of quality control, and this increases as your level as an author increases as well. So, but that will be it, man. I mean, it's a very simple process. It's not something complicated. So, you know, hopefully this video is very helpful. I have got a lot of requests for this, and if you have any problems, just please leave it in the comment sections, and I will get back to you if you have any problems with uploading to AudioJungle. So anyways, man, hope this videos find you well. Subscribe to my channel, and just leave any feedback or any comments or any suggestions that you have regarding this kind of videos. And yeah, man, you know, wishing you a lot of success selling your stock music on AudioJungle, and let's rock and roll, man. Let's keep shit real. All right, take care.